Hey guys, we're Dishin Days with the newest Horton in Salem. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello and welcome to AfterBuzz TV's weekly recap of Days of Our Lives, or as we like to call it, Dishin Days. I am joined today by my fabulous co-host, Mr. Tony Moore. Pettis.
How dare you? You give a guy one compliment, one, and suddenly you're married to him.
I think it's underneath him. It says Tony
No,
Moore.
because no,
it's hyphenated.
No, Alexis isn't here, so it's not hyphenated. It's just Tony Moore today. Yeah.
And where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com.
And as I said earlier, we have Salem's newest Horton in the house, Lamon Archey.
Yes, sir.
Who plays Eli Grant. He is here. And a quick little fact I found out as I was Googling you today. This isn't your first time on Days.
I know, that's what I didn't realize
I
that
was
either.
Like, wait a minute, who'd he play? I had to go to IMDb. I had to look it up.
Little
you
U5?
played
Yeah.
Centerville Cop.
Yep. What is it? Centerville? Is that what it is?
That's what I wrote.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's actually what it said, I don't know, but that's what I wrote.
That's what I saw too. I was like, Centerville.
Because sometimes from me reading it to me writing it, it gets warped, especially
yeah.
if I've had.
Yeah, but I was a cop, and on another episode, I was a new dad.
Ah.
Yeah, I was a new dad. I think my scene, if I'm correct, I think my scene was with the guy who just came back, Will, right?
Will. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was with him.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. So we'll get into more of that later in the show. We're going to recap this week's Days of Our Lives first. Happy 4th of July prematurely, because I know it's
coming
not the 4th.
up.
I'm aware of that.
But it's very close, though.
My 4-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, today?
4th of July.
Oh, 4th of July, that's right. Yeah.
My older brother messaged me today. He goes, "Is this your second or third anniversary?" I was like, 4th.
Oh, it's been 4 years.
Get it together. 4th, yes.
That's
my
a long
4 years.
Bless Philip's heart.
Yeah. Oh, rude. Follow our show, Dishin Days, on Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, it's just Dishin Days. On Twitter, _Dishin Days.
The ad is implied.
The ad is implied. Like Pettis is implied. I
beg your pardon, madam.
And then make sure you go to iTunes and give us a nice review and give us 5 stars.
Yes, which everyone has been doing, so thank
you
guys.
We've only gotten 5 stars. It's been fantastic.
Yes.
And I'm looking for new fans of the week, and that's one way to become fan of the week. So.
That's very true.
I wanted to say really quick before we get into our fabulous guest and this week's Days. I don't know if we talked about this, but there was a Twitter issue. Did you see this Twitter issue this past week?
What was the issue?
Based off of Billy's interview with Michael Freeman, it created a lot of stir on Twitter.
Oh, I think I might have started paying attention, and then when I saw Billy, I was like,
Basically, what has happened is in Billy's interview with Michael Freeman, he basically spoke his mind. And it's funny because I feel like whenever we have guests on, we always ask, well, who do you like to do scenes with? Who do you like? And everyone's always very PC. And they don't want to give an answer and this and that. And then people get mad because you don't give an answer.
Right.
Well, Billy gave an answer and people didn't like it. And a lot of the Chabby with an I fans wrote some very nasty things on Twitter about Billy and about the show, and that they didn't want to watch anymore, and they thought he was being rude to the Chabby with an I fans. I just thought it got way out of control, and we all have to remember that this is just a show.
Yes.
And Billy's just doing his job, and he's just giving an interview, and he just gave his opinion.
If you haven't noticed already, he's Team Billy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But it's not even about, I would be doing the same thing if it was you, if it was another person that gave their opinion and people started slamming other people because they didn't like their opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, people do it to me on this show. They do it to me on Drag Race.
Too.
On other shows where I'm because they don't like our opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to hate me. You can send me as many nasty tweets and Instagram messages as you want.
Send them to him, though.
It fuels me, just so you know.
Don't send them to me.
But I just want to put it out there. Like, we all need to just take a deep breath and embrace that it's just a show.
You know what? They should be just a fan
with open arms
and just accept the things as they come.
Have you had any upsetting Twitter or Instagram situations in your illustrious career?
Not since YNR.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
But you had
when I was
some
on YNR, I think
coming
it
at you
was,
then?
It was one dude who I don't remember what he said. It was a long time ago. It was the one dude who said something, and he added me. And look, I'm still new.
Yeah.
You can't at me with the BS. I'm ready to go. You feel me? I'm ready to go. So I hit him back right. It was like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
this is at this time, around this time, or on here.
Yeah.
I'm there. Holla
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little different.
It was a Twitter war.
Listen, I'm still new. I mean, I didn't get into a war, but you
Yeah.
know, look, you coming at me.
I would have been there with the popcorn.
Have you had a lot of?
I try not to reply to people, but
I don't really, even if they really have to go out of their way to get me to notice, because unless
Yeah.
I really don't, and I don't read comments on our shows,
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff like that. So if they're writing it there, wasting your time, because I don't read any of that.
There was one. There was one that like I can't even remember what they said, but Willem included a clip of me hosting Showgirls on his like web
okay.
series. And
Someone from Drag Race.
Yeah, and someone basically was just like, you know, who is this guy? He's not talented and
Right.
blah, 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 blah. And they just caught me at the wrong moment to where I was like, let me tell you something. You don't know me. You don't know what I do. You don't know the full clip. Get out my life, you little 18-year-old. Who
Right.
you know.
Oh, they're not even 18.
Right. Some
Trust
of them
me.
are adults.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's just, we're just doing what we do, and there's always gonna be somebody that's either not gonna like what we're gonna say, not
Yeah.
like the choices that actors are making on the show and this and that.
Yeah.
But everybody's doing their job, and we not saying that we're putting down your comments, but let's just keep it civilized.
Keep it cute, as I always would say.
Keep it cute.
Keep
Yeah.
it cute.
All
Yeah.
right, so back to Days. Sorry, I had to get that out. I had to get that out because you know me. If I keep it in, I start yelling at valets.
Yes.
Did that today too. Check. All right. So, what did you think of this week?
I love this week.
Did you get to watch any of it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
okay,
did.
good.
Yep.
I just enjoyed things as they unraveled. I got my life this week. Yeah. There were chuckles, there were laughs, there were gasps, there were everything. There was a text to you that you have not yet replied to.
I was at work. You always text me when I'm at work.
Listen,
it's
lady.
opening weekend. You know, opening weekend.
I don't care.
My
At
world
some
is
point, when
askew.
you're sitting on the toilet, you can be like, "Yeah, girl,
I
I saw
actually had
it."
to go to the theater today too before I came here. So it's just been
She's
crazy.
a working girl.
You work
All
at
right.
the theater?
Yes, the Odyssey Theater in West LA. We'll discuss.
Dope.
Yeah.
I have things I liked. I have things I didn't like. You know what I did like, and we'll
What?
get into later. Somebody appeared on the show this week, and I was actually okay with it.
Okay. We'll definitely have to talk about that.
I think everybody knows who I'm talking about.
What
All right.
about for you?
I don't know who appeared on the show, to be honest.
No, he's saying.
How do you think about this
What
week?
did you think of this week?
Okay, wait. So that will require me to have watched the show
Got it.
continuously.
Well, this week was just all the Martin House fundraiser, the Halo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as far as I can't compare it, but as far as this week, I thought it was fun, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was light. It was a different pace from a lot of the other stuff that we've been doing,
Right.
which is good to mix it up. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was pleased.
That is definitely
Yeah.
what I enjoyed about it. It was
Yeah.
different. All right, so let's get into Dishin Days.
Oh, is that how we were supposed to start?
Well, that's how I did it.
Oh, okay.
I fly by the seat of my pants.
You
know what I
really
mean?
do. Well,
I'm
and
all
since
about
you are
improv.
our special guest, you can turn
flip
our
the
hourglass.
hourglass now.
for
It's
us.
all me?
Yeah, that's all
right,
you.
Flip it.
There we
and
go.
Forget it. That's
Dun,
what we do.
dun.
And you get to sign that later, Mister.
Yeah, yeah.
Before we.
You notice like how he slightly flexed the muscle
Did I?
as he turned it. Let me tell you that doesn't exist on me. It's just kind of like wah wah.
So we didn't really do 3 top storylines. It's kind of one big one. It
Yeah.
was kind of hard to do the outline, but
Well, there was a
make it
lot
work.
that happened. Yeah.
So basically, the fundraiser at your new house.
Yeah.
So that's my new question: are we still going to call it the Martin House, or is it
it's still the Martin House.
the Grant House?
It is. It's still the Martin House.
Okay.
We're keeping it the
Okay,
same.
keeping
At
it the
least
Martin.
so far.
Got it.
They haven't given Eli that
Right.
leeway yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there
don't
was
give
something
me the
they,
leeway.
But there was something they did give you leeway on this week that we found out is that you are going to turn it into a home for wayward teens.
Yeah.
That was discussed this week.
Yeah. Which was great because I was like, okay, the Horton Center is having a fundraiser there, so is it going to tie in and connect? And I like that tie-in that they were going to turn it into.
But
a
I want to
teenage
know,
residence.
does that mean, which FYI had no idea that Dario and Abby were living in the
And
Martin
Eric?
house. I thought
Are
they were in a hotel.
They living in the Martin House?
I know. Yes.
Yeah. They live in the Martin
'Cause
house,
that's
and
where-
so does Eric.
And Eric, well, I don't know if he's living there, but that's the room that they went to during this.
And then they all
week.
came down.
real?
But
themselves.
Abby
Yeah.
and
I know, we
Dario
were
have
shocked
been.
too.
They keep showing that room. I just thought they were in a hotel.
Me too.
But obviously, it's part of the Martin house because that's
Yep.
where her and Chad went when they were on Halo.
Listen, we were with you. We were like,
Yeah,
Oh, that's where y'all live?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Somebody
Yeah.
should have mentioned that.
Yeah.
All the things you mentioned 3,000 times.
That's like a dorm then.
Right, exactly.
pretty much. Pretty
Exactly.
much. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everybody was at the fundraiser. Doug was there. Julie was there momentarily. They weren't there very long because Doug was sick.
Yes.
Eli, Gabby, Lonnie, JJ, Chad, Abby, Rafe, Dario, Hope, Eric, and Nicole, and Colonel Sanders himself.
Oh my God! I'm so glad you said that. When he put that disguise on, I was like, "What the Colonel Sanders is going on?"
I was wanting somebody so bad
To make a KFC joke.
a KFC joke. I was like, please, I can't be the only one that is watching this going.
You know what?
Colonel Sanders.
Not
You
at
know
all.
where it would have been perfect is when Eli went over to Damos because Gabby wanted food.
I know you're
And he
saying.
went over,
Yeah.
and that would have been the perfect thing to say. I mean, do you have any chicken or biscuits or mashed potatoes, something?
Who's running the
know what?
stores?
Yeah.
We actually did that in the makeup room.
Oh, okay.
Everybody pretty much
It was a
knew
running joke?
he was Colonel Sanders.
Okay.
Everybody
Okay.
knew he was
Good.
Colonel
See, that
Sanders.
makes me feel
It
good.
wasn't a
See,
secret.
these are the things I like to know because
It
I get
wasn't
at
a
home and I'm
secret.
like, come on, someone's got to
Right.
say
Yeah.
something.
Listen, you know, they've been remaking, side note, they've been remaking all those KFC commercials.
Yeah.
Vincent Irizarry is a shoe-in for one of those Colonel
real.
Sanders people.
Right.
Like, all he has to do is send a picture of him
Yeah.
as the disguised
clip.
Damos.
Yeah.
Direct booking.
Yeah.
We was looking for our two-piece.
I would have been right there with you, like,
Well, it was funny because when he came out, when he was in the alley before he went in,
Yes.
the bodyguard said something to him, and
Yeah.
I actually rewound it because I was like, oh, I think he said it. But he said
Yeah.
something like, "Can I get a Mai Tai?" is what he said.
Yeah.
Because he was he was dressed
the-
as the bartender. Like, okay, really, we're gonna make
We're gonna
the
make
fact
Mai
that he
Tai?
looks like a bartender. He looks like a goddamn.
I would have said, as soon as he walked up, I would have said, I'll take a two-piece leg and thigh, original, with mashed potatoes and gravy and a biscuit.
Oh goodness
Yeah.
gracious! Yeah.
Oh,
So we had to see Colonel Sanders.
yes.
All right, so then we talk about Eli's got the Martin house now,
Yes.
which he just found out about.
Yeah.
And then things kind of got askew because Colonel, I'm just going to call him Colonel. Put the Halo 2.0, I love that they call it Halo 2.0, in the champagne and the cider.
I like to call it the truth serum
Right.
because everybody was exposing their truths like throughout the whole time.
And I love that I get that he was putting it in the cider to get the people that is
don't
half of
drink.
Salem that are AA to drink it. But I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it's Halo at this point. You're already giving them something they
Yeah.
shouldn't be having anyway. So,
Yeah.
but whatever, I get it. So yeah, that was. I liked that. I really did like that idea. Because
To drug
as
them
it was
with the
doing, as it was as it was unfolding, as he was putting it in, and they were passing out the things, I went, "Okay, this is gonna
This is
gonna be interesting to see
Yeah.
what happens." You don't know where it's gonna go, but I liked that idea.
Yeah.
I did like that idea.
Lamon, what were your thoughts when you read the script and saw that there was going to be basically a day of everyone being
Well, you know what?
high off this Halo?
Honestly, I didn't really know what the effects of Halo were. And I think
Right.
a lot of us didn't really know until we got you know, on set to actually do it. Because I remember a few of us were asking, like, what are the effects of this? I mean, we all in our mind had a different, you know, idea of what it actually does to you. So we had to come, you know, it was really on the spot of we had to come together and just figure out, like, what is this doing to you? You know, how does this make you feel or whatnot?
Right.
So I mean, it was kind of different, but I mean, at the end of the day, it was just something where we could just relax and just say, you know what, we don't have to be as serious. We can just let this roll and just let it happen, whatever happens, and just, you know.
I felt Eli was a wanderer.
Well, and I was going to say, too, is I don't even mind the fact that there were different reactions to it, because I feel like I react differently to drinking alcohol than Tony. Tony goes crazy. I get quiet. Obviously.
You do realize the lie in that, right? Yeah, there lies the lie.
I do get I actually do. When I get really drunk, I get really
I
quiet.
think that each character actually had their own take on it, and
Yeah.
everyone was different.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
No
agree.
one was the same.
I
No,
agree.
as
and
far
it
as
all
the
worked
effects.
together.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I
Everyone
thought
was different.
I enjoyed seeing everyone's take on Halo 2.0.
I thought it was, and so then we saw them. So then everybody kind of split off.
Yeah.
That's how I found out that Abby was in the Martin house, because they weren't allowed to leave the property.
Right.
Abby ended up with Chad, JJ with Gabby, you with Lonnie,
Yeah.
Yes.
Robe, and that was it, right?
And then
And Nicole and Eric.
Oh, Nicole and Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I was happy to. Okay, what I liked about this moment was that for a second we got to see, I feel like, the couples that they're gearing towards and
Right.
how they would be with each other.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Right.
So
Good answer.
yeah, because it's, I mean, everything from the island and everything like that. We've been seeing, like, people kind of venture towards each other. Like on the island, we saw, you know, moments with Eli and Lonnie.
Right.
We saw how JJ was upset at Chad and Gabby. I mean, Sonny and Paul, they have no one else in Salem to be with.
Yet.
Well, yet.
Right.
I mean, listen, if they wanted a sassy black man to come through, I would have more than happy came through and did the under 5. But however, until that day happens, I'll just wait. So, but I like just those moments of seeing everyone together and confessing a lot of stuff. It was a pot of tea that I wasn't ready for yet.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was interesting to see everybody. I don't know. I think it was kind of like a moment where, like, oh, okay, finally we get to get a little taste of it.
A little taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about Chad and Abigail?
I was very pleased.
So you like Chad and Abigail together? You?
I like Chad and Gabby.
You like Chad and Gabby? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Although Wednesday, I don't know what to think. After Wednesday's episode, I was like, now I can kind of see Chad and Abigail back together, and I kind of like JJ and Gabby, and I like Eli and Lonnie.
Is it Wednesday the episode that Chad and Abigail were in the room and they were talking about you can read my mind and stuff like that? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was funny, man.
But see, I would rather a triangle between JJ, Gabby, and you.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Then I'm at the point now where I feel like Chad and Abby need to be Chad and Abby, and just leave it alone. It's like when it's Bo and Hope, when it's Steve and Kayla. You just don't mess with it. I mean, you got to have
Some
things
little
here and there,
kerfluffles.
but it's like we know that it's never going to be Chad and Gabby, so
Right.
let's just embrace it and move on.
Got you.
Oh, Lamon, you have a fan in Aaron. He said, you compare Eli up with me.
I did see there was
Alright.
someone else who wanted a shout out, but I can't get my thing to scroll here, so I can't.
I'll look
What
for
is
you.
this? What is
This
this?
these are all the people
They're
who are
watching
watching
us
us
live.
live.
What is this?
The
it's
YouTube.
The chat, yeah. Yeah.
And
So when they log in, they can, like, chat with us and interact with
We
us.
have about
while
130.
watching.
We have about 130 people watching us live.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
I don't see. Oh.
Where are you at? Oh,
Oh, there it is. I think it's Janaea says, "Hi, Lamon. I don't usually do this, but I'm just wondering if you could give us a shout out to all your fans and Heather, Crystal. I think that especially Selena, aka Loki. Please.
So wait a minute. They want me to give a shout out to. She wants me to give a shout out to her and Selena
and Heather.
Shout out to Heather, Crystal, Janaya, Selena, and they mamas, and they mamas,
and Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
If you're nasty.
They just keep on
They
coming.
keep coming out. All right, and then this all leads to then while everybody's also under the influence of Halo, the Colonel ends up stealing the amulet from Sunny.
Or the ambulance, as I like to call it sometimes.
And then leaves Sunny in the hall, and then
You know what got me about that scene? The fake splot, the fake like
The
blood
scratch?
On who?
on Colonel, on Deimos. So when Sonny like ripped
the
off
beard.
the beard, apparently it was there. He scratched him, and it's like someone just came up and went blood here, and then just like walked off. and the
we're
whole
very particular, you say.
and the whole time I kept looking at it like. But me being the fan with open arms,
that's right.
I took it in. But it
That's
literally,
right.
someone was like, "We need blood," and they were like, "Blood there," and they just walked off. Yeah.
My question with this now is, so he's dead. Where's the amulet? Did they? That was never. Well, we also. I have to confess something too, because you know me. I go above and beyond.
The special report came in on Friday, and you did not watch that first.
So I didn't watch the first part. I didn't go back to NBC.com and check out the first 30 minutes.
You know what?
You know what? They'll talk about it at the end.
I somehow knew because when Days first started, it immediately went to the special report.
Yeah.
And I always fast forward to go, okay, like how much am I gonna miss? And when I realized it was half, I was like, okay, I'll just go watch it on NBC.com. And then I realized I was like, I bet Mark was just like, man. I'll just pick it up.
I did it one
from
time.
here
It was
on.
like 45 minutes of the show, and I was like, "Oh, good, I only have 15 minutes." Because I am that dedicated to my job.
Oh my god.
Well, hopefully when Ron pops up, y'all won't be like that.
Right.
July,
I have a
July
serious feeling
19th.
y'all won't. Is that when it is? July
Yeah,
19th?
he tweeted it out
Yeah.
a few
the
weeks
date's
ago.
out there. Yeah. So it's 2 weeks away.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
excited for
we're
it.
all waiting.
Good. Well, I did see something. I'm obviously not giving it away because I read it. He said that Sammy gets arrested 3 times in the first week she's in Salem.
Yeah.
I mean, would you expect anything else from
I know,
Sammy?
exactly. But I was like, oh, that might be a good metaphor as to what we have in store for us.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Deimos is dead.
Yes.
Sonny's passed out in the hall. Everybody's kind of coming to. Everyone's coming off the drug, but still kind of on the drug, which I thought was kind of funny.
I did like Hope's giggles.
And the other thing was I didn't realize that Hope and Rafe were outside the Martin house because I thought they were just in the park because, you know.
It was in a Hortontown Square, right?
Yeah.
No. They said when they came to, we woke up in the garden of the Martin house.
Well,
I was like, I thought you were in the park.
They were in the square.
They were.
It looked like the square.
Yeah, and then I think they were making their way back to the Martin house and just passed out
In the
the
square?
garden.
Oh,
In the
In
garden,
the garden
of the Martin house.
of the house.
Yeah.
Well,
speaking of Hope and Rafe,
I'll let you take over now.
Yo, you don't like them, huh? You don't like
not
them?
Hope.
No.
You don't like Hope?
Not
Well,
Hope.
Why?
Hope,
Why?
Hope
Why?
and the Jonas family. He is
Who's the
not.
Jonas?
Thank
Daniel.
you. Enough said.
Who?
Exactly.
Da-
Enough said.
Daniel is the one that was killed and came back as a ghost.
Nah, I don't know none of that.
It's Ari Zucker's
Real life boyfriend.
Real life
Sean
boyfriend.
Christian.
Sean Christian.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was like, no,
You're not missing much.
I was,
Let's just
I was way over somewhere else. Okay, so Hope and Rafe are acting like
fools.
like teenagers in the Hortontown Square, like making out, correcting grammar, and Rafe proposed to Hope
Oh.
while he was under Halo 2.0.
Oh, that's right, with a plant of flowers.
With a big bucket of flowers.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have a ring.
Right.
And Hope said, "I can't marry you."
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I was like, why?
I mean, if you're waiting for a response from me, you're going to be waiting.
How long they been together on the show?
Oh.
Long time?
Like no, it's
Over a
been-
year?
Yeah,
Maybe
Over a year?
Well, like it started a few years ago, and then Aiden came in, and then they did away with that, and then once Aiden left, they kind of circled back around with Hope and Rafe.
Okay.
Yeah, just to kind of.
Annoy me.
See, y'all link me up with actually what's going on. Hey, before I got on the show, I walked in the set talking to the stars.
You
like,
let
"Hi,
us
what's
know
your
if you ever
name?"
have a question.
I don't know nobody.
I can't necessarily guarantee you I'll know the answer, but I'll make up some funny shit.
But you know what? That's fine. That goes with your character because
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Eli's
right.
not
Eli
supposed to
don't
know
know.
everybody
Right.
there.
He don't know
Right, right.
nobody.
Yeah, he knows
Still
one
people
person.
he ain't met.
Right, he knows one person, Valerie.
Thank
And that's
you.
it. That's it. And for the first while, he was like, I don't even want to talk to you.
I'm gonna scroll through this city dolo.
So that was Hope and Rafe.
Yeah. And then JJ, basically, when all was said and done by Friday, JJ, because he had a drip of blood on his sleeve, he's the main suspect. And so
Well, that's because Lonnie said that she
remembered him
But
arguing.
they also did the
Yeah.
DNA test, though, right?
Right.
Yeah, they
Yes,
did the
that was
DNA
the
test.
very. That was
Yeah.
the end of Friday. He came in and said,
Yeah.
"It is Damos's blood.
Yeah.
You're the number one suspect."
But then they had Sonny. Wasn't he like over top of him or something like that? I saw a clip.
Yeah.
They
Sonny-
fought for the amulet.
So, as it kind of stands now, there's 4 possible suspects. There's JJ because Lonnie remembers him and Deimos, or Deimos attacking. I mean JJ attacking Deimos.
Right.
There's Eric, who remembered
Remembers
that he
leaving.
came back he left and came back to the room, and he said, "I think I did something bad."
Yep.
There's
Hope.
Hope, only because Reigns was like,
He's smart.
You've already killed one person. We
Right.
we know you probably did it to get away with it again. And then Sonny.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because he also fought with him.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. I just found out who the killer was maybe a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like me personally, and I'm on the show.
Yeah.
I didn't find out till a couple weeks ago who
Oh, so it's going to go for a while. Wow.
I ain't say
Wow.
Lamon's like, listen.
All I said was I just found out a couple
like
weeks
me,
ago. You feel me?
like me personally, like Eli, just found out.
Oh,
me.
Eli
Didn't
finds
know.
out.
No,
you.
me.
Okay, got
You.
it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Eli knows. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if Eli knows. But me personally,
Okay,
I
got
just
it.
found out
Yeah.
a
All right.
couple weeks ago.
All
who
right.
actually did it.
Well, I know. So.
Oh, you
know
know?
No, I'm
You know?
kidding. I'm totally
no.
kidding.
But I feel like it's gonna be stretched out a tish.
Clearly.
Because with everyone forgetting because they were on Halo, but surprisingly, okay, here's what's different about Halo 2.0 and Halo 1 is when Lonnie,
The original.
yes, when Lonnie was first on it, like she honestly didn't remember
Right.
anything, but with Halo 2.0, they're getting like flashes.
You'd think
of
it would get better, not worse.
I mean, 2.0 usually is an upgrade.
I'm just saying.
But with that, I was actually surprised that Lonnie didn't realize what it was sooner, being the only person who had been on
experienced it.
You know what I
well,
mean?
she was the one who said,
That
I
this
think this
feels
is
like
what
Halo.
happened.
Yeah, but it was much later. Like I feel like I wanted her to know sooner.
Yeah.
To be like, ooh, this Halo.
Well, but that was right. No, she said it shortly after she woke up.
Well, after they came to.
Yeah. But I don't think being on it, she would necessarily be that. Like when I'm wasted, I don't really realize that I'm wasted until the next morning. I go, "Wow, I was wasted."
Yeah. When you're hungover.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
else? Usually Billy's fault.
I suddenly heard Beyonce's Halo as like everyone was on it, just like floating and just like
That was your
everything.
background thing?
That was my background thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. New take on that song.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally. All right. So then the other thing that happened throughout this, which we touched on a smidge, is that when Eric and Nicole were in their room of the Martin house, and they were hallucinating, Dr. Daniel appeared.
Daniel who?
Jonas.
I just like to make him say it because he hates it.
You don't like that character?
No.
No. Got you.
No.
All right.
I did enjoy it because it was fine. I mean, in theory, in my head, this is now the end of it because he came in and said,
You have to
you
forgive
need
him.
to get over this, which was like, please, somebody, thank you, somebody saying it. You need to get over this. You need to forgive him. You need to move on. So I'm hoping we are now forgiving him and moving on, and we never have to see
I hope so.
apparition of Daniel again.
Well, just so, like, I don't know, she can get over it. Because she's holding on all this anger and resentment towards Eric, and it's like you get it, but at some point you just have to forgive. You don't have to forget.
Yeah.
But you just have to forgive for your own sake.
I still think
To release that energy, to let that go from your spirit.
right.
That's my southern roots coming out now.
I still think the baby will end up being Eric's.
Well, we all have hopes
They don't
and
know who the
dreams.
baby is? don't
No,
know
they
the baby?
think
No.
it's Daniel's. I mean, it's
Well,
supposed to be
okay.
Daniel's because
So
she
there's what's actually happening on the show, which is,
fact.
fact that the baby is
Daniel's.
There's wishful thinking, and that's where Mark comes in. Mark wants it to be Eric's.
Oh, I don't even notice. Damn.
Yeah.
See, because it was basically, well, you know how the baby came about. That Chloe
surrogacy.
carried the baby.
Oh,
she was
yeah,
a
something
surrogate.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking because Eric wasn't on at the time, he was in jail,
He was in jail.
but he's always kind of been in and out of Salem. So I just feel like there could be a possibility that he also at some point like just donated sperm, and that somehow it got switched, and she's actually carrying her and Eric's baby instead of her and Daniel's baby, which is a very soap opera thing to do.
That's a stretch, though.
Man.
Yeah,
That's a stretch.
but I still think.
But okay.
What did you think about it? Of Daniel's appearance?
I giggled a little bit because I was like, this Halo 2.0 is strong. It is conjuring up spirits. I was like, because when Eric saw Daniel, and then he was like, Nicole, do you see him too? And she was like, yeah. I was like, Halo 2.0 is like drawing up Miss Cleo. And I was like, y'all are all going through it. But I like that I like when they do bring Daniel, he does have a purpose. And the purpose in this was to tell Nicole,
Get over it.
girl, let it go.
Yeah.
And then, now let's kiss before I go back to heaven and surf.
Right.
And then she came to and was kissing Eric.
Right.
Which reminded me of the intensity of Eric and Nicole. Like
Yeah.
when they used to work together at the church.
I said at the beginning of the week in my notes I had written down because that was when the first scenes before the fundraiser when she was helping set everything up and they were in the offices together. I was like, oh, I remember, like, this is what I love, Eric and Nicole.
Yeah.
It just started bringing back a lot of memories, and I think it did for everybody else too.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that happened during this whole Halo thing was, well, right before the Halo thing happened, we found at the beginning of the week that the divorce was final between Chad and Abby.
Yeah.
Just
real
enough
quick.
time to be on Halo and have a little renewal of vows.
I love that Halo caused so much hallucination that they were like, "Oh, we're renewing our vows."
Yeah.
And here are the rings. And I love you, and I can't live without you. Oh yeah, that's what it's like. For 2 seconds, I was like, I may need to get my hands on the Halo 2.0 so I can just give it to some people so I can go, so what do you really think about it?
Don't give it to me.
I mean, the Halo got Lonnie to see Eli in a different light.
That's right. Well,
well.
I think she's always seen him in a different light. She just doesn't want to accept it. So,
especially on the island.
But y'all see how she woke up, though?
yeah.
You see how she woke up, though? She woke up like, get your
I know. She had that look of like, what
She
the hell?
did.
Yeah.
She did.
I'm like, you're on his lap. He's not on your lap, girl. Let's dial it back. Yeah.
Like she literally was like all comfortable, and then she's like,
Yeah.
and like
Like
trying
I
to
was
get up.
the ghost. Yo, the dude is asleep.
Like completely knocked out.
Yeah.
You laying up in there, shoes off, just
Oh,
like all
chilling,
comfortable.
feeling good. Feeling good.
Willa says, Halo is some strong shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So yeah, that was most of the Halo related fundraiser related storylines, which was the main part of the week.
Okay, before we leave the Martin house,
Okay.
we have to discuss a particular scene that happened once everyone came to and everyone was trying to figure everything out.
Yes.
Steven, do you have that clip ready? Okay, so I'm going to pull a Wendy and be like, play the clip and then we'll talk.
We think that Damos took all of our drinks tonight, so he could steal a valuable artifact that.
So, if you guys notice, when everyone came into the room, first Sal, who plays Lonnie, Lonnie looks away, and then Eli looks away. Now, if you aren't following Marcy Miller on Instagram, she told the story of she basically walked into that room and fell.
Bit it.
Like ate the whole entire ground. They're still filming the scene. Everyone notices. They cut it so that you don't see her fall, but they cut to people who have to keep it together.
That's fair.
So talk about this is so perfect that you're here just to talk about this particular scene, because let me tell you, I've watched it about 20 times now.
I've watched it about 50.
And I laugh because if you watch closely, if you guys go back and watch this episode closely and look at Lonnie's eyes, you can see the moment when Marcy fell, because she looks down at her like, and you can tell she has that moment of like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah.
And then as an actress, it's like, are we gonna keep going? Girl done fell. Oh, she's good? Oh.
Now I can laugh.
And then because she lost it, you see you in the back and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But then what was so smooth was that Lamon comes back with the
Right?
On point.
It was on point. It definitely was. I honestly would not have noticed, to be honest. I did not notice until she posted it.
Yeah.
We was looking for a second take. We didn't get that second take.
I did. The only thing I noticed was the Hope, like her dialogue, like was really choppy, and I was like, and I just figured it was because she was on the Halo that she was doing that. So
Yeah.
She was probably like thinking in her mind,
Right.
like, "Oh, we getting ready to do a second take."
Right.
Nobody said. cut.
Nobody say anything.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
gotta keep my lines
Right,
going.
exactly.
But for us, we were sitting there. We saw her come in, and like I was telling you earlier, I think her shoe or something got caught. And then she was gone. She was out of there, right? So as soon as she flopped, our initial reaction was like, "Yo, like, oh, like, is she good? She good? She cool. All right, let's laugh. We gonna get it. We laughing now." So we turned and we got our little laugh on, and we, after we finished that off, we came back. We was right there.
Just right back in the scene.
We was right there.
I laughed so hard, and it was because I saw Marcy's post before I watched it.
Oh, okay. See,
When I saw it on a bigger screen, it made me laugh that much more. So for about 10 minutes, I was just like, let me take that back. Let me take it back one more time. And I was like, ooh, and I tried to slow it down to see like when she fell, but they cut it so good that you can't even tell that she fell. But if you watch Lonnie's eyes, you can tell the moment when she fell.
She lost it a little bit before.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you again earlier, when we have that many characters in a scene, it's always, not people that are messing up, but it's just so many characters. It's so much blocking. It's so much that needs to be done from 4 cameras. Usually it's 4 cameras.
Yeah.
And it's so much that needs to be done right. And whenever you get that many people in, you got cliques, you got people that, are cool, and you got people joking and messing around and doing this. So it takes longer. I think we was there on that day. We try to get out maybe like around 4 or 4:30 or so. We was there, I think, like 5:36.
Yeah.
So people were ready to go.
Yeah.
And then the directors are getting annoyed because it's taking longer than it should be or whatnot.
Right.
So it's that much more pressure to actually make sure that it's done right.
Yeah.
And so we get out and get done things, get things are done on time.
Right.
So it was one of those times where if that would have happened earlier in the day, we'd have just let that go.
Right.
We'd have laughed, and that'd have been that. We'd have just did it over. But everyone knew the pressure that we were under to make sure that it was right. So we had to, turn our heads.
Got
and just
it.
hopefully
I felt like
keep it
someone was like standing off stage, being like, "Don't you laugh."
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
You better not.
I'm sure.
You better keep it.
I'm sure.
It's like your mom in the middle of Walmart, but like, you better.
Yeah.
Get back.
It wasn't gonna be me that was gonna turn around with a smile. It wasn't gonna be me. I tell you that, I'm still new. It wasn't gonna be me.
All right. So other things that happened this week. I wrote this in my notes. I'm sorry. I'm going to jump to the last one first, Tony.
Okay.
I wrote Theo makes a decision about Claire, but for the life of me, I don't know what that means.
They broke up.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm looking at my notes going, I wrote such a vague statement. I don't know why I wrote it that way. So I was like, I don't remember because it was probably on Monday that happened.
It was early. Well, they broke up at her job.
Did I remember? How did I?
She came swishing around the nurse's station.
Oh, that's right.
And
Because I didn't know she worked there. Has this been discussed?
I think they volunteer or something.
I just don't
know.
remember. I do remember that now because I remember seeing her in the scrubs, and I was like, since
What's
when
she
does she
doing?
work there?
Yeah. You can't break up with somebody on their job. But Theo's the type of person where it's like, look, I need to do this now. So wherever you are, it's just going to get done.
Yeah.
That's your homie.
Yeah. That's his.
Also, now you going to
Homie, lover, friend.
Also, now you gonna hop on the bandwagon, Lamon. You gonna hop. You gonna.
Billy.
See, he makes fun of me. Right,
you go-
exactly.
No. Let me tell you what had happened.
Okay. All right, his backstory.
Should I go get another beer now?
There was one episode where I always give Kyler a lot of praise for his portrayal of Theo.
Always.
Yo, let me just hold on real quick. Kyler has some good stuff coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
And and not only he's got some great stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
Not only him, like everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has great stuff coming. But
yes.
And I mean that I'm not trying to pump the show up.
Right.
I mean like sincerely. I don't watch soaps. I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah.
I don't watch soaps. I watch my stuff because
Right.
I ain't know about my stuff.
Right.
But I can sit here and say they are like honestly and truly from the heart, like reading Ron's stuff. Me as an outsider who hasn't watched soaps, I'm sitting here and I'm reading. I'm like, damn, like this stuff is interesting.
It's good.
So he's got some dope stuff coming.
So Kyler's gonna get
Back.
another compliment from me. Is what
He's
you're
about to
trying
get
to
a
say.
whole bunch. But go ahead, finish what you were saying.
So there was one shirtless scene that happened, and I might have said something, might have given a compliment. Then all of a sudden,
Might have drooled out of the side of his mouth.
all of a sudden, I'm Tony Moore Pettis. I don't appreciate
And now
that.
Kyler won't come on our show because he's scared of Tony.
Don't you put that out there. I mean, if Billy can survive this show the many times that he's been on and Greg Vaughn has survived, then...
Well, Greg hasn't been here with Matthew, though.
This is true.
Oh,
Greg
so Matthew
is
he
Greg
loves
Vaughn.
Greg.
Yes.
Well, Matthew flip-flops because Matthew's got a few.
But no, but
Greg is kind of his main.
His is Greg Vaughn. Yours is Billy. Me,
Kyler.
I am just a fan
Kyler.
with open arms and
Waiting
I
for
appreciate
Kyler to
everyone.
come running to him.
There we go.
Just saying. And then Trip and Kayla. I mean, you can let's look in the chat room. They're going to agree with me. I'm sure that. Yep.
KJ
Mark's
said
right.
he
Mark's
boiled
right.
your
Yep.
potato, Tony.
Yeah, he boiled your potato. That is right. I forgot about that.
You know what? I ain't giving nobody else no compliment.
So Trip and Kayla storyline. Basically, he's trying to make Kayla appear to be
Okay, listen.
as if she's not doing her job properly.
Okay, so this whole Trip Kayla thing
Is a
has me
trip.
worried. I see what you did there. It has me worried because you can't go into records and changing dosages and all that kind of stuff.
Have you never been to Salem?
Listen, I have been. I have been. Huh?
You been to Salem?
Many times.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Mostly the
yeah.
square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, not anymore. We'll talk about that story afterwards. But I don't like that I like that he had interest in what Kayla was doing. I hate that he's trying to make it seem like Kayla is incompetent in her job, and especially when he Hope was only supposed to get 2.5 milligrams of whatever drug, and he changed it to 25, but then timed it so that he's back in time before they administer to her. And it's like, and then the little nurse, who I was like, Heffa, if I was working there, I would have told you something. She's like, oh, well, good thing your stepson found it. I was like,
well, and I was surprised. I feel like the nurse would know that as well. Like, I
Right.
feel like it's a little far-fetched that this guy who's just been following her around a week knows all this.
Yeah.
But the nurse, it didn't dawn on
wouldn't
her.
say like, "Ooh, this looks a little high.
Yeah,
Let me check
check.
with the doctor to make sure." She's
Yeah.
just like, 25, got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like working in retail
I
where like
mean,
you have to mark the price
The
down to $2.99.
only good side of that is, had it happened, at least it was hope.
You are just trying to get rid of Hope. Who, by the way, okay, so I might be on the Hope train with you for 2 seconds.
All right. Welcome.
Out of everybody who was on Halo, she's the only one that's now having the most dramatic effect
of
over it.
course.
And I was like, girl, Hope can't be in everything.
Yeah. She is. She's
Like-
literally
like,
in everything.
What if it was Lonnie that had the relapse of
See,
like,
and that's what I kept thinking is like, I feel like Lonnie, Eric, JJ, these people that have not touched this stuff in so long, I feel like those would be the people that it was a part of their life that it would kind of affect them more.
yeah.
Well, Gabby, if y'all peep, you go back and you look in the background, you'll see Gabby in the curtains, like literally looking out the window, flailing in the curtains. We were talking about this before the set, because before they even yelled action, she was in the back in the window, and of course, it ain't no window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she's sitting there in the window, just flailing in the curtains, like, you know, in the window. So we sitting there cracking up. As soon as they say action, we gotta, you know,
Right.
snap into shape or whatnot. But she had us rolling.
That's funny.
Rolling.
That's funny.
Camila had us rolling.
Oh gosh.
And then the only other thing that I could think of that I had in my notes was the scene with Angelica, Adrian, and Jennifer.
Is that-
I like Angelica. Devereaux. Well, you're looking at me like you have no idea what
Oh,
I'm
I know who
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not.
I mean, I just wrote it in there because it was something that happened.
Yeah,
They
I
had a
just-
conversation about the paper. She still wants to try and take it away. They're going to fight for it.
It just listen.
You know, our job is to tell people what happened this week on Days, and that happened this week on Days.
I don't know who that is.
we don't either.
Angelica Devereaux is Jack Devereaux's stepmother.
Yes, but the whole reason why she's there and doing all this stuff just doesn't make sense.
It makes
But-
sense. I don't get why you don't think it makes sense.
Because she's seeking revenge on Adrian
Right.
for Justin choosing Adrian over her.
No. She's seeking revenge on Adrian because her son, she has a
And
son
that
with,
too.
with Justin.
Right.
And Adrian is raising him. The son has chosen Adrian over his own mother.
But then you
That's
take,
a little upsetting to
But
a
you
mom.
take that up with the son, and maybe you should reevaluate what you did to. You know what? You know who Angelica should talk to? Valerie.
Y'all lost me. I don't know who any of these people are.
So-
I don't know who. And I don't know who. They are.
Angelica's being played by Morgan Fairchild, and Angelica's like a character that was
Abby, you know
Waiting
Abby.
for
I know who.
Her
Abby
dad is Jack Devereaux.
yes.
Okay.
He's not on the show. He's dead, but we're going to bring him back.
You were trying to bring back
is.
everybody.
Abby's dad.
Yes.
This is her Jack, the dad, his stepmother.
Okay, we can skip all this for me because it'll take me all day to really learn this stuff. So
No, it's fine. Like
I'll never learn.
She literally just came back into Salem like maybe 2 weeks
Last
ago.
week.
okay.
Like, no, I
Yeah,
think it was
so
last
she's-
week.
Oh! I know the lady you talking
Yeah,
about.
Morgan Fairchild.
Yes.
I know. Okay, I just didn't know who her character was.
Yes.
Okay, I know
Yes.
who you're talking about. I know
Yes.
who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So she's
So-
in there. She's trying to take the newspaper away from Jennifer and Adrian.
Got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
And that's why,
And
because
at the end of the day,
Adrian's
it
been
just-
raising her child.
It just doesn't make sense to me, but I'm just trying to be a fan, open arms.
Got you.
just accept.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that was the week.
But Morgan Fairchild looks
She looks great.
great.
She looks great.
Yeah.
She tweets a lot too.
We should tweet her.
Shout out
and
to
say,
her.
Hey,
Shout out to
girl,
her.
you're
we'll
doing
add her
good.
to our list of
People we tweet.
yeah.
All right.
So let's move into segments. Our first segment is Tony's official. You go, girl. Tony's official 3 Snaps Award.
Oh, snap!
Or
Thank
as
you.
I like to call it, you go, girl.
Okay, so, y'all, I don't think I've ever done this before, but I have to give my 3 Snaps Award to Wednesday's episode.
Oh, the whole episode.
The whole episode.
Okay.
Because the episode gave me life, and I actually wrote down most of the reasons why it gave me life. Okay, so this is why. 1, everyone is high and confessing their feelings. You got Colonel Sanders walking around, drugging everybody. I love that I put y'all. Wait. Oh, yeah. Sal and Lamon trying to keep it together after Marcy's fall. Sonny trying to find Paul for like an episode and a half and can't find him. Everybody kissing everybody. Hope and Rafe are high and making out in the square. Eric and Nicole are so high that they're seeing the ghost of Daniel and are kissing. And the best part of it was when Chad heard Deimos running down the hall, opens the door and goes, "That's Deimos running down the hall." And Abigail's like, "What should we do?" And Chad goes, "I don't know, get him." And like, cut scene. So, like, I mean, I was in heaven. So Wednesday's episode gets Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap.
And now it is time for
Mark's Quote of the Week.
Alrighty, I actually have written down a couple, but I have to stick with this one because it really did make me laugh out loud. Was the scene with Sonny and Billy, of course. But it's not Billy. It's going to go to Sonny. He said, "I hear Kate took over Demira while we were gone." Billy says, "Yeah, she married Andre." Whoa, she must have really wanted the job. Sorry, it was a typo on my thing, autocorrect. So that was my quote of the week with Sonny, saying that about
So
Kate.
that has been
yes.
Mark's
Quote
Quote
of
of the Week. Quote of the Week. All
There we
right.
go. And then my fan of the week, I actually was looking at our iTunes stuff, and there wasn't a new one, but then somebody in one of the iTunes reviews mentioned a specific episode of ours. So I went to that episode to see what she was talking about. And then while I was looking at it, I looked down at the comments, and there was a comment on the May 14th episode of our show from Little Abner Lisa that says, "I've only just discovered Days of Our Lives and now you guys. And my goodness, I love it. Totally rounds off my new obsession so well."
Oh, yay.
And I thought it was so cute. So she's a new Days fan, a new Dishin Days fan, and I thought that should deserve fan of the week. So Little Abner Lisa got a nice little shout out there.
Well,
for her
congratulations,
little
little
comment.
Abler Lisa.
I actually did. I take back everything I said. I guess I do read the comments on
You
YouTube.
too.
So, I figure at this point now we can have you and I should have a little chat with this man here that
Of
has joined us
course.
today, and then we'll take phone calls. So whenever you want to get, we'll talk with him first. But if you want to get Skype ready, and we'll give you the phone number and stuff in a little bit. Oh, okay, perfect. And will you put the phone number up there for me? Because I don't know.
424-253-0749.
There we go.
think-
And what we said earlier, this is not your first time on Days. You've done a couple other little bits
Yes.
on Days before, so you were familiar with it. And you also have done Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to compare one to the other, but what's been the biggest difference between having done Young and the Restless and now Days of Our Lives for you?
Biggest difference. You know what? I would say the biggest difference, honestly, is the characters. To be honest,
okay.
When I was at Y&R, my character was hated. You know, no one liked this guy. And if I'm correct, Sharon was like one of the most loved people on that show, and Mason, who was the character that I was playing on that show, was helping Victor, who a lot of people don't like on the show, sabotage Sharon. So no one liked me over there.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you're like the bad boy.
Yeah, I was the bad guy over there. Cut to Days, I'm more so the good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a complete different feel between Days and between Y&R, coming from a place where no one liked the character. No one, I mean, people didn't even like me.
Oh,
And to come into Days where, you know, I've received a warm welcome and people like the character.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I would say that's the biggest one.
I think with Eli, everyone in the beginning definitely felt for the character because you came in at the death of your father, whom you didn't have a chance to like meet or talk to or anything like that, and it was just kind of the secret. When you got the character of Eli, was there any relation that you had with the character in the story that you were given?
Yeah, a lot of, actually a lot, man, because my dad, I probably didn't see my dad. Maybe I saw him maybe like 3 times, 4 times in my life, at least from what I can remember. And let's just say maybe I saw him at 8th grade. I didn't see him again until I was 21, and that was at his funeral, which is crazy because that's the time where Eli got to see his dad was at his funeral. So, you know, I was able to tap into some of, you know, the stuff that I personally went through of showing up at my dad's funeral and seeing him, you know, God rest his soul. So it was definitely something that was close to me, and it was crazy to actually book that role. Out of all the times that I've been in the Days, you know, auditioning for roles, that was meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the Days many times. Many times for auditions, and that was the one that was meant for me. Which was so close to what I had been through in my life.
You didn't audition for Maxine's son, did you? I just want to make sure that role was.
Don't believe I did, but
Okay,
then again, I
perfect.
don't know who Maxine is.
Okay, that's fine.
You didn't because that character has never existed.
Oh, see? Oh, okay. You can trick me all day with this stuff, man. I wouldn't know.
I mean, I'm just making sure. That's all.
Alrighty, I think we.
Yeah.
You guys.
Oh,
What is that?
us? Oh. Come back over this way so that
There
way
we
they can
go.
see
There we
you.
go.
There we go. See how you're in frame now? Look at that. Look at that.
Lamon, Steve Lee, this is the one that I saw earlier. He just reposted it. Will you give a shout out to his mother, Gail?
Steve Lee, I just want to give a shout out to yo mama, Gail.
I think I wrote that right. I hope so. Well, that I was gonna say. Well, I want you to ask your question now because of what he said.
What question?
Your question you always ask.
Oh, what other roles?
Yeah.
That,
well, you may not know then who you actually auditioned for.
yeah.
before.
Because we've had people come in and we've interviewed them for like, you know, spotlight ons and things like that, and they always talk about the roles that they auditioned for before they landed their role, and it's always fascinating to know that, you know, certain people went in, like Freddie, I think went in for Will.
Yeah.
Before he got Sonny. Do you know of the roles that
I don't,
came
man.
about?
The reason why I don't, because a lot of times, even for the role I went out for, when I went out for the role of Eli, it was Levi. It wasn't Eli.
Got it.
So the other
That's how they
times that
trick ya.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the other times when I went out for characters, they didn't. The real name wasn't the real name.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know.
Got it.
And then again, once I don't get the call that says I didn't book the job, gone.
It's just gone.
I don't remember nothing.
You don't tune in to be
Gone.
like,
I
let
just
me
know I've
see
been
which.
there.
That's what
see
you
what
would
they-
do.
Don't try to make me out to be that guy.
I'm on to the next.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we're getting a phone call here,
Oh.
so maybe we should just. Or do you have another question?
I mean, we can take a call.
Let's. We got it. All right, you're on with Mark and I almost said Matthew, Mark, Tony, and Lamon. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Lisa. I'm calling from Georgia.
Oh, hey, Lisa from Georgia.
Lisa?
How are
How you
you?
gals doing tonight?
We are doing wonderful.
You got swept into that title with
you got
us.
swooped in. It's okay. It's all right.
I just wanted to know what other character would you like to see Eli work with?
What other character would I like to see Eli work with?
Oh, Lisa, make sure you press the
There you
mute
go.
button.
She just
on
did.
your-
I just did.
there
She
you
just
go.
did.
Thank you.
Gosh, you know what? I would like to do more scenes with Doug.
Ah.
Doug is a cool dude,
Yeah.
man. Doug is a cool guy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yes, because we see you miss a lot with Julie, your nice grandmother that gave you that nice house.
Yes, yes.
Okay, gave Eli that nice house. Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
shout out to her. But you
And
know what?
I
would
was going to
definitely
ask
say that.
Mark and Tony where the pizza rolls tonight for.
I thought
for
about
you.
it. I know. I always think about it halfway here, and then I forget once I get close. So I apologize, Lamon. I did not have pizza rolls for you.
We're just teasing you. But thank you for your
I try to
time
bring them.
for coming with us. And what has it been to work there? I know who's been your inspiration mostly.
Your question is, what has it been like to work there, and what was the other one?
Who was the one that inspired you? Welcomed you with, like Tony says, open arms, and was courteous to you.
At Days?
When you got to Days.
Yeah, as far as who welcomed me with open arms, I would have to say everyone. Like, there is literally not one person I can say that wasn't welcoming, that gave me the cold shoulder or anything like that. I mean, everyone was mad nice. Everyone was super cool. And what was the other question?
That was
that was
mainly
it.
because everybody seems like they're a family there.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And even the ones I've met in person, they always seem like that as well. So
Yeah, no, everybody was super nice. Super nice.
that's cool.
Thank you,
cool.
Lisa.
And, can you give a shout out to my friend Susie and Angela for me?
What's up, Susie? What's up, Angela? Tell them I said
they might be
hi.
trying to call. So, but yeah, I thank you for your time. I know you got other calls waiting in line, I'm sure.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Happy 4th, y'all.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
you too.
Lisa.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Looks like we might have another one here.
And another one.
And you are on Dishin Days. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Susie Morales Midley.
Oh, hey, Susie!
She's the one who.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
You wanna
The gift that I was opening before the show.
Oh, and
That came from
From
her.
Susie.
Yeah.
We got the package.
I got
doggy
it.
box
I got it.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
yeah.
In the training pads.
Training
box.
pads box.
I got the training pad under Tony's chair so he can wet himself.
It's called recycling. Okay?
I hear
Listen,
ya.
I'm
hear
with you.
ya.
I'm with you, Susie. I'm with you. Thank you, and thank you very much for the collage tile photo. That was very, very sweet of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, we had a great time with you and with James. Mark.
I know. I'll be there next
over
time.
Us.
It was. I had to choose Paris. You have to understand,
Hey.
Susie. I was given the opportunity to go to Paris
I'm
first
gonna
class.
go to Paris too. So don't feel bad. We're going back again next year.
Okay. I will.
Hopefully, we'll see you
Yes.
then.
Yes. What is your question
Well,
for
I just wanted to
Lamon?
call- I just wanted to call in and tell Lamon that it's so great to have him on the show.
Thank
and
you.
I wanted to find out if he had any other projects that he's working on
Oh.
besides Days.
That you can talk about on air.
Yeah, that you can talk about, obviously.
No. No, I don't. I've been so busy with Days. I actually haven't been auditioning for anything or anything else.
What
really.
the
I just
woman in the
been-
red dress though? That was last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
Okay.
That just got released this year, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually had an offer to do something this year, but I wasn't able to do it because of filming.
Oh no. Well,
So-
that just means that things are getting good.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, it is what it
Well,
is.
that's good because that means that you'll stick around Days for a while to come. So
Exactly.
we're happy about that.
Your loss is our gain.
Well, I just
Susie,
wanted to call in and tell you thank you so much for what you're contributing to the show. It's great
Thank you.
having new faces and,
Yeah.
and new talent that are bringing the ratings up because
Yeah.
we need that.
Yeah.
yes.
We definitely.
And
need
that are nice to watch.
Susie, where's your daughter?
you.
That's
Susie.
true.
Susie,
That's true.
where's your daughter?
She's working, okay?
Oh,
What's your daughter's name?
But she did hear your message the last time, and she was laughing so hard. You know that she loves you.
Yeah, her daughter, when we all met a few weeks ago when they were in town, she said she tried to call into the show like over 200 times and still couldn't get in. And so I was wondering where she is now so that you can pass her the phone and be like, okay, here you go. You on now. But looks like you missed out again.
What's your daughter's name?
Alexandria.
Shout out Alexandria. Probably butchered that name.
No?
Thank
Oh, no,
you
you
so
got it.
much. I'll let her know.
Yeah, make sure she watches this part.
I will do so. Well, I'll share your podcast all the way into my group. So
Oh, great.
we'll definitely hear the whole interview. We
Thank
love you
you.
guys, and thank you, Lamon, for taking the call.
Thank
You're welcome,
you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Susie.
Bye, Susie.
Take care, guys.
You too.
Me World 2 wants a shout out, Lamon.
Me World 2.
Yep, take it. We'll take it. Hi there, you're on with Dishin Days. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Melissa Boyette, Days of Our Lives fan talk owner.
Melissa, you said?
Oh,
Yeah.
Days Fan Talk on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah, I tag you
Yo.
guys all the time.
Lamon, he knows me because I put pictures up of him for Sexy Saturday all the time.
Yeah, I know. Yo, so she's the one that puts like the little wolf. She's
Yeah.
like a wolf or different animals and stuff, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I seen that. What's up? I seen that.
He's one of the sexiest guys on Days of Our Lives.
Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And a good dancer.
Yeah. Real talk though, I got.
He needs to make a video of himself dancing.
There's one online, but I got best dancer in 8th grade.
Ah, there we
real
go.
talk, real
There
talk.
we
we
go.
only got a taste of those moves in the Horntown Square that one
Okay,
time when they
wait
was
a
doing a
minute.
little
Wait a minute, yo.
that little salsa dance. I
That's-
said, "What the Dancing with the Stars are we doing?"
I told my mom. I said, yo, they want me to dance. They want me to dance. I'm not with it. That was.
It was good. I actually really enjoyed it. Usually the dance, I mean, the Hope and Aiden thing is still giving me nightmares. But this, at least, you guys were good, and it was fun to watch. It was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining.
Well, I'll
So,
let y'all have that.
It was
sorry,
a moment.
Melissa, we've segued. What is your question for Lamon, Melissa?
Oh, well, I just wanted to tell him that he's really great. Who does he like working with better, Sal or Camellia? I really
Camellia.
like him with, let's see, Sal better.
You like me with Sal? Okay. You know what? I mean, listen, didn't we talk earlier
Yes,
about
we
Billy
did. Yes,
saying
we
this,
did.
this? Y'all not gonna get me with that.
No,
Y'all not gonna get me with that.
keep your job.
No,
Your answer
Keep your
should
job.
be,
My job.
your answer should be Marcy
I
Miller.
tuned in the middle of the show. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Oh, no,
I'm
you're
just
good.
busy with my daughter.
But how about up until Eli's arrival in Salem and up until this week, you've had interactions with Gabby and Lonnie.
Yeah.
Who did you enjoy working with the best? That way it doesn't seem like past that moment.
Got it. It's still a pickle.
Yeah, yeah.
Still, right?
Yeah,
Still. You know what? I enjoy working with each of them for different reasons.
There
There you go.
go.
Good answer.
That is the-
Okay, I see what you're saying now. I have a page on Facebook that has 30,000 members,
Uh-huh.
and they say they like you better with Sal.
Oh, okay.
You know what? A lot of people have been saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I wonder if people are actually saying that because they want Gabby
Be with Chad.
Billy.
Yes, right.
Or
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
So
I do
mean,
the same thing.
You can't really tell. I don't know.
Yeah,
But either way.
I don't know. I think. I mean, I don't want to speak for all 30,000 fans, but I think there's something a little more pure and like slowly building between Lonnie and Eli.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I agree.
Whereas with, I mean, Gabby just kind of did you wrong. She was just
She
kind of
did?
like, you know what? Nope, this ain't gonna work. Deuces, and you're just like, it's like watching.
But I feel like you were a little bit more with Gabby, like you need to
Yeah.
go finish that. I don't think it was more Gabby breaking up with him. I feel like it was you more saying you need to go work out your feelings.
on the
before we
plane
can
in Greece,
continue.
she was kind of like deuces.
Oh.
At least that's how I took it.
I kind of saw it as more as like I know that if Eli continues down this road, it's not gonna turn out the way he wants it
Right.
to. So let me just back up
Yeah.
and remove myself before I actually get hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Melissa.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
you.
All right.
And thank you for your love and support online. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Happy
You
4th.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Looks like we might have another one here, or did we lose it? I think we just lost it.
Might have.
Well, you know what? Let's just do some news and gossip because we're getting low, right? How much
No.
time do we have?
No, we still have like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we're
okay,
good.
well, here we got another call. Let's do it.
There we go.
All right, you're on Dishin Days. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello there. My name is Cherie. I'm calling from California.
Hey, Sheree from California.
Hello there. But I follow all of Lamon's tweets. They're fabulous. He's funny.
Thank you.
I think there's a little bit of a delay, but I had a couple of questions, actually. So first thing is Lamon married?
No, I'm not married. I'm engaged, though, but I'm not married. I've been engaged for like 4 years
Oh.
or so.
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
Thank you.
Taken, ladies.
Okay.
Taken.
Yeah, I know. Okay, my next question is, how do you keep a straight face when you're saying crazy things like jungle madness the whole time?
For those of you that are not watching and are just listening to this podcast, I almost said Eli. Lamon is shrinking down in his chair and covering his face with his hat.
How do I keep a straight face? I mean, at the end of the day,
Good question, Cherie.
It's not my position to judge a storyline and say whether
That's
I
our
like
job.
this.
That's
y'all job,
what
you know
we
I'm saying?
do.
So, I mean, look, they give me a script to perform, to do what I can do at my best with it. So that's what I do. And Jungle Madness was...
Exactly,
the
the
jungle
the
madness,
right?
I guess, you know what I'm saying. But look,
Well, we all just to let you know, we all kind of did an eye roll to the Jungle Madness because the storyline was done before. But
that's what I heard.
Yeah, but we knew with the mosquito bite there was something coming. But when they said Jungle Madness, we were like, "Girl."
Yeah, there were lots of eye rolls going on over here at Dishin Days.
I'm like, really? Okay.
Well, I think a few of us had to talk about it backstage. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all look good on the island, though.
Now we do it,
Y'all look good on the island.
We put the left foot in front of the right.
All right, thank you so
Yeah,
much,
that's
Cherie.
funny.
Thanks, Cherie.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the
Thank
rest of
you.
your day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
So one question that I did have, I think when Mark interviewed you at the Daytime Emmys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you had mentioned how like you were still like a little bit nervous.
I literally wrote the exact same thing down. Literally wrote the exact same question down.
That's why we're co-hosts. How are you now? Are the nerves still there? Are you a little more comfortable now?
The nerves are still there on certain scenes. It really depends. Like, I'm the type of actor where I put a lot of pressure on myself. I am my own worst critic. Like I was telling you earlier, I personally record my scenes when I'm on set, so I can go back and I can study them. I watch my own stuff many times. And there's many times where I've went up there and I'm just nervous. I mean, hopefully it doesn't show, and I try to hide it as best as possible. But yeah, and I would say it's because I care so much about what I actually put up on camera. I really deeply care about what the viewers see. And there's been plenty of times where the viewers have hit me up and be like, yo, like, oh, I love this scene, that when you did this, and then I go back and I watch it, I'm like, yo, that was horrible. Real. I'm keeping 100.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'm like, nah, I didn't like it. Like it. But I'm my own worst critic, and at the end of the day, I'm hoping that, I can only get better from watching things that I do and watching things that I haven't done, and being that hard on myself that it only makes me improve as an actor. It's so much more to learn. It's constantly. I mean, you never get to a place where you've actually learned everything, and there's nothing else that you can learn from this business.
I agree.
So I mean, yeah, I still get nervous. I still do, and we on a 3-week break right now. When I get back and it's my first scene up, I'm gonna be nervous. Real.
Well, I think it's interesting that Marlon Wallace, who is one of Tony's fiancés, wants to know when you're going to have a shirtless scene on Days.
I think you may have another, maybe another month or so. It's
Ron took care of it.
Ron,
Yeah. Did they have to cover up your tats?
So I got about 11 or 12. I think they maybe covered up maybe about 4 of them.
Okay.
I got my kids' names and everything like that. So Eli ain't got no kids.
Right.
That I know about.
Right.
So they had to cover up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, they covered up some.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you know how I like creating roles for myself? And just when
You want to be
said-
his tattoo artist?
No, just when he said Eli doesn't have any kids that he knows of, I was like, no, we're kind of in the same age bracket. That would just be, I would be
awkward.
very awkward. What up, Pops? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's take it. Let's take it. All right, you're on with Dishin Days. What is your name and where are you calling from?
It's Bella.
Bella?
Willa.
Willa?
Hi, Willa. Willa?
It's
Can you hear us?
well, y'all. It's been a while since I talked to you all.
Yes.
It has been a while.
Willa's been watching Days of Our Lives since it first aired.
And she
Yes.
is not from California.
No, she's not.
Steve, I was home from school, sick from school, and the show came on, and I saw this Julie that wasn't Julie now, but the other Julie, Darla or something's her name. And I just remember the scene with the stole where they broke into the case and stole the stole.
Yeah.
And it was me, and then I think I liked the show because they had a lot of family, the Hortons.
Right.
And I came from a family of one child, so
Yeah.
I always wanted brothers and sisters, and they had all those, Tommy and Bill and Mickey and Marie and Addie, and I was like, wow, I wish I had brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So I think
Me
that's
too.
and from it discontinued, and I would bug my mother to pieces to watch it while I was in school.
Oh.
Because back in didn't have a VCR,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Loyal fan.
Shout out to the BCRs.
Right?
But I am really excited with Ron coming on, and I also want to mention that gorgeous Lamon. I just like, I say moan, moan, moan.
Come through, Moan. Moan.
Where you at, baby? Where you at?
Wow. Where does Marcy get these gorgeous people? I mean, my mouth dropped open when I saw this gorgeous guy come on the show. I was like, they picked the most beautiful people for Days of Our Lives I've ever seen. There's Deidre Hall, there's, Chloe,
Nadia.
what's her name, Nadia, and Marcy,
And now Moan.
Gabby, and all them, Stephen Nichols, and oh my gosh, they just picked beautiful, beautiful people. I've just never, I'm amazed that, there's not an ugly one on there except that maybe we call him a housekeeper or, or the butler. But I was just like, wow, where's this guy come from? Where did he? I mean, are you from L.A., Lamon?
No, I'm from the Bay Area, San Mateo.
Oh, okay, up in San Francisco. Oh my goodness.
Close to it, yep.
Long ways to L.A., huh?
Yeah, about 5 hours though, not far. Where you at?
Yeah. I live in West Virginia right now.
Oh, okay. Shout out West Virginia.
Mark, I'm not from Ohio originally, but I lived a lot of years in Ohio.
Right.
I'm originally from West Virginia, but I have lived in Ohio a long time. And, but anyway, I just went back to the show. I love the storyline. I think I like it better when Ron gets on and brings back, Chandler and all the old cast.
Right.
Yeah.
But you just do a wonderful job, Lamon. I'm just so happy that, they got this new talent. And actors, and actresses on the show are just, phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I just don't see how, you all, have a memory to remember all that dialogue. The lines. I was like, gosh, that's a difficult job. I know it's not easy. It looks easy, and it's not.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
thank you. I
just
appreciate
so
it.
tickled. So tickled they have picked you, as Eli and
Yeah.
Julie's son, and that is a great position to be in as a Horton.
Yep.
The Hortons are that. Yeah, the Hortons are the core show,
Yeah.
and it's a great position you're in there. So,
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Moan makes it look easy.
Thank you so much,
sorry,
Willa.
Dad. Go ahead, Lamon.
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
What do I do? She said go
Oh,
ahead.
she said Moan. I think.
Are you there?
I didn't want to interrupt. Yes.
Oh, I was just saying thank you
I
so
didn't
much
wanna
for
interrupt.
calling.
Go ahead. You were saying something, and I
We
rudely
love
interrupted.
you. We love you.
We were.
Oh, I'm a catbird. I'm a jokester. I like to have fun. I would love to come to the Day Studio and see all those. I like to actually see a scene.
Well, I'm
If
gonna
I
give
would
you
be
a
good
hug
and
when you
stay
make it out
behind.
here, okay?
I would love to be out there and watch Tony do his Horton Square walk on.
That's right.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to do. I just wanted to come to the Day Studio, have a picture taken with all the cast and, the crew, Alan and Greg and all of the ones and maybe King Corday. I just, wanted a memorable picture.
Well, you never
and
know.
see the
One day.
things and see how things operate and, behind the scenes. And I enjoy the storyline, but I like behind the scenes,
Right.
You see a lot of Instagram with everybody on there, and I keep up with everybody on Instagram. I mean, I'm constantly on my phone.
Right.
Up with Dishin Days with Tony and Marky Baby and Matthew and
Now you
I'm
gotta
just
add
constantly on
Moan.
my phone constantly.
You gotta add Moan.
And,
That's the new one. I need to spread that on the set. I'm like, y'all start calling them Moan.
All right. Well, thank you so much for.
Oh my God, that's what I started to say. I said, should I say that? I moan for Lamon.
There it is. There it is. All right, Willa.
Hopefully they laughed,
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, I love you guys.
Thanks,
love you, Lamon.
Willa.
Thank you so much.
Tell all the cast, I love them all, that they're great. I mean, seriously, 52 years, I'm dedicated.
Yes, you are.
I'm very, very loyal.
Thanks,
And
Willa.
I've tried to watch the other shows, and it just doesn't. I can't do it. Days is in my blood.
Well, we'll talk soon, Willa.
Anyway,
Thank
I
you.
let you all talk to somebody else. My big mouth will just carry on.
Thank you, Willa. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July, Lamon.
Thank you. Same to you. Same
And
to
my
you.
baby doll, Tony.
Bye, Willa.
Bye, Willa. All right, real quick, let's just do some quick news and gossip.
Yes.
All right.
Buzz TV News.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but Eric Martzoff is guest hosting the Legends in Concert in Vegas. FYI, I will be seeing it on the 5th.
You're going on when? On July
Me and my
5th?
husband are going for our anniversary. Our 4th of July is our wedding anniversary.
What?
So we're going to Vegas for a couple days, and I tweeted him like, hey, we were looking for something to do. I said, wait, I think Eric's in a show.
Yeah.
And I said, hey. And so he said, I'm performing on the 5th. So I said, we'll be there.
Oh,
So-
I would have went with you. if you
Yeah,
told me.
that's why I waited to tell you.
We'll skip over that. next
Okay.
week, yeah.
And then we just wanted to make an announcement. I don't know if you even know this yet, but your mama, Vanessa Williams, will be joining Freddie Smith next week here in the
Right here?
studio. So we'll have two
nice.
for you next week. Vanessa Williams and Freddie Smith will both be here
Nice.
next week.
And
so.
really quick, before we go, we have to find out, what is it like working with Vanessa?
It's great, man. She was actually, my first day. The whole day was
Right.
pretty much with her.
Yeah.
She was so much help. That first day. It not only as as an onstage mom, but also as a little, as an acting coach as well.
Yeah. I love her.
Love working with her. She's
She's
another
a
person
hoot.
I would love more scenes with.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love working with Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with us
Thank
today.
you.
Let's
Thank
go
you.
around and tell
Thanks,
everybody.
Moan.
Yeah, thanks, Moan. That's our new hashtag, Moan. Let's go around and tell everybody again where you can find everybody on social media before we leave. Tony?
Well, of course, you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com.
Lamon?
And you can find me on social media at Lamon Archey, LamonArchey.
I like that you spell it. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love.
You can also find him in Mark's bush, in Billy's bushes, outside of his house.
Or in Billy's hood.
Yeah.
He's in Italy right now, so.
Oh, look at you knowing where he is. I bet
It's
you know
on
the
Instagram.
hotel.
It's not like I'm.
You know the hotel.
I don't know.
You have the whole itinerary.
Anyways, thank you guys for being with you. Thank you for everybody who called in, and we will see you next week.
Yay! Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
again.
Thanks,
Love
Lamon.
having you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.